All right, I'm on hole number 18 of the East Coast tournament. I'm in the opening round of the Reiki division. Let's go to Golf Clash Notebook and check it out. Golf Clash Notebook. All right, I'm using a QB. And this is the only hole that I'm using a Kingmaker on. There's several holes in this tournament that are good holes for Kingmaker, but I only have two. So eventually I'm going to have to use a Titan. Let's think about this. I'm going to use a Titan. I'm going to take a Titan. That way if I do, I'm going to bring a QB and a Viper. Those should be the only two things that I need. Let's see what kind of distance my Viper's got. 170. All right. See if we can get down in that hole. I'm practicing a blind curl shot. So my whole goal is just to come to the hole and do a max curl shot. And if I end up in the rough, I can move it out or in rings as my adjustment. That way I'm taking some variables out. One of the big variables on these shots is whenever we use curl, that's a variable that's hard to replicate. Just a couple topspin. Getting up to the red line and right off the white ring. Taking 3-1 out. Doing max curl. Hitting a one ring great to the left. Just rolling it down in there. I actually have enough room there. I could go probably 5.5 rings off, and that'd give me a little bit more room on the right hand side. Just nice and easy. Definitely do not want to come to this hole. The deal is it doesn't matter. You got to get way down into that hole in order to make a white ball work without using any overpower. Stay out of the rough. They are sunk. Let's see if we can get in the hole. It's 2.8. It's 1.8 per ring, so it's about a ring and a half. I'm going to do a 10% overpull, so I'm going to do just a little over that. And I hit it great to the left. One ring great to the left. You should have been telling me to get in the hole instead of flashing me earlier. Yeah, it would have been easier if you hadn't been spamming me there, buddy. It always amazes me when people do that stuff. It doesn't really bother me. I could see him flashing it up there, but it cracks me up. Especially when you're in a spot like our opponent was. You should have been encouraging me. You should have gave me some encouragement and then left me alone and gave me all the opportunity to get that in there. Let's turn that chat off. Hitting it perfect. Rolling in the hole. Oops. I feel like doing it back to them, but that's not the sportsman the sportsmanship way to go. So we'll let them have their shot. Usually encourage my opponents, you want to go out and you want to play, encourage your opponent to do well, because if you get in a spot of bother like that, and I would have made that Albie, he gets an eagle. All right, that was hole number 18. Let's see where that put us in the bracket. Tied for first. I'm 100% positive that somebody's going to come up. This bracket hasn't played, but I think going into the weekend round, if you shoot the -22, the minimum score, especially if you're in a lower developed count, but even if you're in an upper developed count, the scores up there there's a few up above, but the minimum score right now is holding because people may be picking up some shots here and there, but they're having problems and they're dropping shots. And if you can just ride out the minimum and pick up a shot, just one or two, and hang on to them, you got a serious look at a top 5 this week. All right. Thanks for watching.